Hello, hello. What a strange time for me to suddenly be here. Hello. This feels weird. First of all, it's not nighttime. Second of all, yeah, I don't know. I just woke up today and I was like, you know, today's the day. I'm coming back. Finally had a bit of time to like chill, recuperate, re-exist myself, and now I was just like, I'm playing Subnautica today, so we're here. I didn't know if anyone would even show up since it's a very strange time and also not announced whatsoever, but welcome, Pem. Hello. Yeah, I just had this weird possession and I was like, I have to do it. So here we are. I don't know, it's been too long. I don't even know how long it's been, but it's been too long and I'm like nervous now. I don't know what to say. How long has it been? The last one was on the 24th. So 9 days. Even then, still too long. Feels weird. But hello. Yeah, I'm playing Subnautica today. I searched up how to find all of the little materials that I couldn't find last time, so that's going to be very easy to do real quick, and then continuing with the story, which I'm pretty sure was almost done, but I don't know. What else has happened in my life? I mean, recently I just posted on the Discord, there's a woodpecker pecking at my one section of my house, like a little pillar thing, and it's somehow managed to get really far down into the wood without us noticing it. I only saw it yesterday and now I'm suddenly hearing it all the time and I'm like, I have to keep going outside to like scare it off to make sure it doesn't keep doing more damage. But yeah, that's fun. What else has happened? My cats no longer have worms. I don't know, like I think the last time they had worms. They don't have worms anymore. Yippee. I still have a salt shaker on my desk. Yeah. How it's supposed to be tasty. It's very yummy. It's old. It's been seasoned by time. It's been seasoned by the weather. The rain falls on it and it gets delicious minerals all over the paint. So I'm sure it's delicious for that bird. Although I would imagine a tree tastes better than a house, but you know, to each their own, I guess. Maybe paint is good. Paint smells good. I know some people really hate the smell of paint or like nail polish, but I personally like the smell of paint. But yeah, I haven't licked my house, so I don't know how tasty it is, but I'm sure that woodpecker is enjoying it. It's very cute. It's a very cute little bird, but not ideal for it to be pecking at the house. Maybe like a tree or something would be a little bit more ideal. I know my neighbors like a few years ago had a trouble with a woodpecker. I don't know how long woodpeckers live, but it might be the same one. I'm not sure. But yeah. Transitioning from salt shaker to seasoned house. Yeah. I have to season my food, so does the woodpecker. We have that in common. I mean, if you can call salt seasoning. Minimal white person seasoning. Honestly, I've been lacking in seasoned food recently. I've been missing out on it. I've mainly been eating like basic sandwiches like peanut butter and jelly or like strawberries, bananas and peanut butter, but like none of those are really seasoned. I need some like warm seasoned food. That sounds so good right now. I could use a poke bowl. Oh my gosh, I love them so much. They're like the best thing invented ever. I hadn't had one until like earlier this year, last year, The first time I had one was, I think it was earlier this year. It was like in the beginning of the year, and I am addicted. I cannot get them off of my mind. But they're so hard to make. Like, I can't really make one myself. That's the problem. And like, I don't eat raw fish, so it's not even like the raw fish. It's just a lot of ingredients that are hard to find. Like, rice is fine. The sauce you have to make yourself, which is okay. I'm having trouble finding a sauce recipe that's good though. And then you have to find like edamame, which I have found. I do have edamame, but it just like isn't good. It's like frozen and it's just sad. And then things like seaweed salad, I can't find that anywhere. I'd have to like order it online, which is not gonna happen because I don't trust ordering food online unless it's like a bag of chips or something. But there's just a lot of ingredients that I don't have near me, unfortunately, so I have to like go somewhere to get them. And then of course the nearest Pokeball place is like 45 minutes drive away, which is not normally worth it unless I'm already going down there. But it's always on my mind. They're so good. I devour those things. Pokeball in the shape of a Pokeball into the shape of a Pokeball. That would be cute. You could definitely do that. You could put like rice on one side as like one half of the Pokeball, and then have like in the middle as like the ingredients, sort of like how they do with hummus sometimes, where they have like hummus on the outside and then the ingredients in the middle. You could have rice on one side, ingredients, and then like on the other side, well, or maybe the other side would be ingredients, and then the middle would be like just one of the ingredients. I don't know, but I was thinking like rice, ingredients, and then like leaves on the other side, like salad, because sometimes Pokeballs have like leaves. I don't know what type, but they have rabbit food on the other side. That would be cute. Simulated raw fish is nice. I mean, I don't even try to simulate the raw fish. I just don't have it in mind at all. Like, I don't have fake raw fish. I feel like that would be gross. I don't know how you would be able to replicate that. I just forego the raw fish over altogether, although my squid self might like the raw fish quite a lot. Rehydrated soybeans might work for edamame. Maybe, I don't know. I've never had soybeans by themselves. I mean, I have edamame. It's not like that was one of the ingredients I was actually able to find at the store. It was just frozen, so it's not as high quality as like you might normally find in a Pokeball. It's sort of depressing and sad. You have to like heat it up in the microwave and then it just tastes like it's like broccoli also. When you have broccoli and then you have to just make microwaved broccoli, it's not very good. Like, it's okay, but it's just not great compared to if you properly cook broccoli. It's the same thing with the edamame. And it's just like frozen already. It's just generally hard to find a great source of it where I live, at least. If I lived in a bigger place, I could find more ingredients and then I could make very good Pokeballs and I would be very happy with myself. Mushy peas. I don't know what that is. It's just a character that didn't work. But no, they're not mushy. The edamame doesn't get mushy. It's honestly pretty solid still. It doesn't. I actually wish it would get more mushy. It stays pretty structured. Honestly though, I like peas. I don't like mushy peas. Like mashed peas are gross. That just tastes like baby food, or the texture is like baby food. But I like solid peas that have not been mushed. Which I know is a slightly controversial opinion. But yummy, delicious. Occasionally. I couldn't eat them all the time. What else does it have? It has like edamame, seaweed salad. They didn't have like some type of crunchy thing like sesame seeds. cucumber. I do have cucumbers. Those are pretty easy to find. What else? I'm having trouble thinking of the ingredients right now. But I just know the main two ones are that. Isn't squid baby? Why baby shape? I'm baby. I'm baby squid. Baby squids are terrifying. I don't want to look like a baby squid. I'm a fully grown squid. I think you're saying that because of the mushy peas. It tastes like mushy peas. I wonder what baby squids eat. But I know that, I mean, full-grown squids would just eat like fish, but baby squids probably just eat what's in their egg, because baby squids are born in eggs. They're like very long, weird-looking eggs, and they look creepy. Here, I'm gonna get a picture of baby squids. Are just weird. There's honestly not much research into squids, or baby squids specifically. At least that I could find, which is sad. I know I've already said this before, but it's not even just like baby squids, it's like baby squids. It's like this type of squid. It's like fetal squids. Fetal squids are creepy. But of course, like, fetuses are also creepy. Human fetuses are also creepy as well, so maybe I'm unfairly judging them. Embryonic squid. I know I've already shown this picture, but I'm gonna add it again because it's fun. Or at least a picture of them. There we go. If I'm gonna be a baby squid, I have to look like this. This is the only time when I would eat mushy peas as a squid, is if I'm a baby squid. Little did you know my V0 avatar looked like that before I became this. Now I'm a hatched squid, but before I looked like that. It's what I've been hiding from you all. I haven't shown you my true beginnings. But at the moment, I am in the shape of a fully grown squid. I am not baby squid. Although I guess I am the size of the bubble, so maybe I am quite small still. Anyways, I'm gonna move to Subnautica. I did the crazy thing today of being prepared for once in my life. Look at this. Boom. Boom. Bada bang, bada boom. The game is already pulled up. I am so crazy. Look at that insanity. You'll never see another one like it. Baby squid, do do do. Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark, or baby squid. Baby squid, do 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 do. Baby squid, do 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 do. I can't breathe. Baby squid, do 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 do. Baby squid. Mama squid, do 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 do. Mama squid, do 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 do. Mama squid. I hate that song so much. It drives me crazy. I want to suck your blood. But honestly, out of all songs that drive me crazy, that's definitely not one that drives me crazy the most. Because at least I don't hear it ever. Like, it's funny because it's like, haha, BB song. But it's not overplayed. I honestly find songs that are overplayed more annoying than I find like Baby Shark, because it's like whatever, it's meant to be a baby song. It doesn't bother me that much. And it's fun to do the little dance where you do like the little babies with your fingers, then mama with your like, and then go. It's like a big shark. Just imagine me with my tentacles doing the little shark dance. Hype squid ready to go. Yes. So prepared. I haven't used this time that I haven't been streaming to like progress anything in the channel, which I probably should have been, but I haven't. I've really just been using this time to watch anime, which oops. Oh, it's breaking. The lag. Okay, so despite the fact that I am lagging horrifically right now, hopefully that will fix itself. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna fix itself, but I'm sure it will eventually. It normally does. You know what's actually wild? I was about to keep watching my Mau Mau recap when you go live. Welcome back. It's Mau Mau in the flesh. Honestly, that is wonderful. You're basically watching your Mau Mau recap right now. I relate to her so much. She is probably one of the most relatable characters that I've come across so far in anime overall. Have I not scanned this? Oh. Pretty much everything about her character, I'm just like, yes, that is so me. I love you so much. So, but yeah, I have been mainly just watching anime. I haven't really been doing much else, just existing, watching anime, going to work, doing my basic living necessities. So yeah, not to paint myself in a great light, but I am unhappy that I am lagging, but it's okay. Okay, so also the music is still playing. I don't know why that's happening. And I'm just gonna close a few things out. Maybe it will. Oh no, okay. I just closed out Discord and suddenly it worked. Blame Discord for all the problems in the world, honestly. Causes half of my problems. Honestly, I am so addicted to Discord. I have been since I got it, pretty much. Oh, we're lagging again. Okay. I got Discord a while ago. Actually, I got Discord in around 2020, which is also when I started watching anime. So maybe all of my problems just started there. I started falling into the internet rabbit hole and it was all downhill. But anyways, I got really into one of the servers that I was in and I was constantly using it. And there was one person there that was like pretty much equal to me in chat amount, but I pretty much took over the server because of how much I was on it. That tends to happen a lot, for some reason. But there was only one other person on that server that was equally as active as me, but then they disappeared, never showed up again. So I ended up being the person who used the server the most. It tends to happen a lot when I join a server that I'm interested in. Suddenly, I become very, like, constantly on it. It's really bad. I don't know why I'm talking about this. I have lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, I closed Discord out. That's what I was talking about. But anyways. At least I'm still on the Discord. I'm very flustered right now. I don't know what to do with myself. It's been a while. I know it hasn't really been that long, but it feels like it's been forever, and I'm suddenly unable to do anything or function properly. I also am lagging again. Here, let me... Like, okay, VTube Studio isn't lagging. It just seems like Subnautica is the one that's caused... Yeah, it's definitely Subnautica. Here, let me... Maybe let's try and reopen it. I know I had it open already, but... Let's try again. Mood? I don't know what you're mooding to, but yes, very mood. Hi streamer, I'm new here. You're a squid playing Subnautica? That's so cool! I know, isn't it crazy? Welcome! I feel like I really fit into the environment in this game. Okay, hopefully this doesn't lag it. I actually cannot breathe. I am like feeling myself struggling to breathe, and I don't know why.
Passing 100 meters.
Maybe it's because I am underwater. The pressure is getting to me, literally. The pressure of being underwater. Okay, so anyways. Yeah, I genuinely can't breathe. I don't know why. Anyways, so I looked up how to find all of the materials that are up in the top right corner. And apparently all you have to do is go through the different portals that are in the base, and all of them lead to areas you will be able to get the materials for the, what was it called, the hatching enzyme that you need to hatch the eggs. Yes, okay, so that's the first one, and then I just have to keep going back and forth, so I don't actually have to search fully through every single one of every single biome. I just have to go through the portals, and then that will take me to where I need to be, which is wonderful, because last time that's what I was struggling with and why I quit. I heard there's a giant squid in the game. Have you met one yet? No, I haven't. That's so crazy. Oh my gosh. Thanks for letting me know. I love that my hand breaks every single time. Anxiety, make sure you're getting fresh air. I hope it's not allergies. I'm gonna turn up the desktop audio a bit. Sorry, you might hear me breathing sometimes. I genuinely don't know why I'm like not breathing well. It's probably anxiety partially, because again, like I said, I'm pretty nervous. I don't know why. It's been not very long, but I don't know, I get nervous. So it's probably partially anxiety and just like excitement, because like, ooh, I'm back, ooh. I actually like pressed the button to go live. That's crazy. Oh, I don't think this one has a portal in it. I don't remember which ones have portals. And it's probably also allergies. I need to take my allergy medicine today. I haven't done that. I'm gonna do that right now.
Seek fluid intake.
Allergy medicine has been consumed. Hopefully that maybe helps a little bit. I mean, my allergies have been pretty bad recently because of the outside. I have my window open right now. And that could be one of the reasons.
Stabilizing.
Also, I'm sorry if you hear my dog barking. He is outside right now. And again, I have my window open so you can probably hear. He just wants to say hi. Do you think turkeys attack dogs? Because we've had some wild turkeys out in our yard recently around the neighborhood. And like they've definitely seen each other, but they haven't attacked each other yet. So I'm hoping nothing happens. And I'm hoping they just stay away from each other, but it is slightly concerning. And he's not like a massive dog either. YOLO. Beautiful. This is going so much better than last time. Early morning F. Hello, Bunkum. Yes, it is quite an early morning. I mean, honestly, it's not that early in the morning. It's fine for me personally, but it is a bit strange to be alive not at nighttime. But yes, I decided I might as well just go live while I'm still feeling like it and feeling like it's a possible option instead of like waiting for my regular time and then being tired and then falling asleep again. I was like, you know what? As much as it was nice for the time that I was doing it, I think it might be better to move things earlier overall because I've been like actually sleeping at proper times now. So there's probably going to be some changes, unfortunately, which might not be the best, but as much as I would like to keep things the same, I don't think I can. So, but we're here. Turkeys attack dogs. They probably go well with Turkish Olympics shooters. I just imagine the turkeys outside. One day they storm into my yard and just have with their wings, they're just like holding little mini guns, like, put your hands up. That's so silly. Calm down. I would imagine people from Turkey probably get annoyed by getting compared to turkeys a lot. I probably would. I mean, I guess. If you're from Turkey and you live in a place that speaks English. Because obviously if you were in Turkey, you probably wouldn't get compared to turkeys because they don't speak. Back off. English. There. What what language do they speak in Turkey? I have no clue. I get it. I started repairing mine too. That's good though. Be healthy together. Yippee! High five. I don't know if I've ever gone into this cave before. Ooh, eye stalks. Okay, yeah. Hopefully these things aren't rotting. Okay, the bulb thing does rot, but the fungal sample doesn't. That's good to know. So I might need to go back and get some more bulb bush thing, but the only problem with getting these materials is that they rot so quickly. Like, I might not be able to get all of them before they end up rotting. I wonder if there's any way to preserve them, but I'm not sure. I woke up at 8 a.m. yesterday. Yeah, I've been waking up at like 7 a.m. and going to bed at like 6 to 8 p.m. somewhere in that range, which is such an incredibly normal schedule, and it's freaking me out because I do not do that. That has never been a thing I do, and for some reason it just like suddenly happened. But that means, since I normally stream later at night and end up going into like 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. territory, I am having problems sticking with that schedule that I was following if now I'm going to be falling asleep at like 7 p.m. So, yeah. But I think it's better to fix your sleep schedule than stay up specifically to stream super late at night. I think it's important to take care of yourself. Schedule-wise, I think I think at least we're past the affiliate hurdle. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't really my intention to like get to affiliate and just ditch. Just like, peace, bye. That was definitely not my intention, but that's sort of how it looks. I was sort of keeping a schedule. I was trying to keep a schedule like really consistent because, or at least consistent enough where it starts at the same time, because I know that's obviously the best way to do it, because then it's very like clear like what's gonna happen. And I would like to get back to that eventually. Probably will be different times, but back to that to an extent. But it just wasn't working anymore. So we are past the affiliate hurdle though. I mean, I'm not worried about getting enough time in because it's honestly, all of the goals for that are pretty low. Like, the only concern I have is just like being really inconsistent, and then like you guys won't know when I'm gonna stream, and then I just randomly pop in and then no one's able to show up because they're all doing things, because obviously nobody expected me to suddenly just like appear. So like I totally get that, and that was my main concern, and still is. Okay, I need the weird tentacle plant. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I have been getting a little bit tired of playing the same game over a long period of time, because normally if I was playing it by myself, I would already be done with the game. Or at least like pretty much finished. But since I'm streaming it, obviously it's gonna take a lot longer to finish, first of all because it takes longer for me to do anything because I'm distracted. But second of all, just because you play it like not every day and you only play it for a certain amount of time. So it's taking a lot longer to finish this than I'm used to. So I was getting a little bit tired of playing Subnautica and Skyrim over and over again. But oh gosh. I have no clue where I'm supposed to go. I had a dream last night where I had like 15 children. That was an interesting dream. "15 little squid babies." I don't know where the children came from. Mitosis? Yeah, so fun fact, for these past 9 days that I've been absent, I was actually just undergoing mitosis. Or, I mean, is it called mitosis? I forget. I should know this. I'm a science person. I forget. I mean, I know there's mitosis. I think the whole thing of splitting is called that, and then there's like the separate stages of it, which are like telekinesis and cytoplasm splitting and all of those that I'm already forgetting, which I definitely should know. But yeah, I am just a singular cell, and I was undergoing splitting. And now I'm in my period of cell rest where I repair the cell and go through normal cell functions. I hope the rotten bulb bush is okay and it will be fine to use as a ingredient, but if it's not, I can pretty easily fix that. I guess I can just get another one. And then I need the other one, which is down there. The coral sample, but I think that one is also rotting. So let me first go... I think I was facing this direction, so I think I have to go here. I'm gonna first go down to get another bulb bush sample, and then I'm gonna go get the coral sample, and then sprint back to my base to try and build it before it rots again. Oh, I just ate it. Oops. You know when you go to throw something in the trash and then you accidentally just launch on it instead? Very relatable experience. I do it all the time. I'm like, wow, I really need to throw this cat litter away. It's getting really old and gross. Launch. Dreaming about a large number of children may indicate a longing for simpler time in our lives when we were carefree and without worry. That's too heavy, man. I can't deal with that. Yeah, probably. Although, I'm gonna be honest, there was not many times in my life where I was ever carefree or without worry. I've been a pretty anxious child my whole life. Well, I'm not a child, but I've been a pretty anxious person my whole life. Overall. But you know, it's the concept that counts. I generally don't really remember my dreams. I probably should. Like, I know you can keep a dream journal and that helps a lot with remembering dreams, like writing your dreams down, like what you experienced, and trying to remember right when you wake up can help you remember a lot of your dreams better, especially over time. I don't do that, but I probably should, because it's like fun to remember your dreams and go back and be like, what the heck was that? I definitely have some wacky ones that I just don't remember when I wake up, and I'm so sad. It would be fun to like talk about dreams that I've had if I could remember them, but I really don't.
Vital signs stabilizing.
I do remember some nightmares that I had as a child that very much so stood out to me, and I still remember, but most of them I've forgotten. I had a really impactful dream that was like a recurring dream when I was younger. And it was basically, it's really hard to explain. But when I was younger, I used to have this recurring dream where I would basically be non-existent. Like I didn't really exist. I was sort of just in a void. But there was no void. It wasn't like black, it was just nothing. And it's more like a feeling dream. It's not like you're actually experiencing things and like seeing or like feeling. It's more just like in your soul or something like that. But it was very overwhelming, and it was just like a pulsing kind of feeling in my dream. It's very hard to explain. And what I would relate it to is like an assembly line of so like you imagine like a nightstand with a flower pot on it, and then there's an assembly line of flower pots and nightstands, and then an assembly line of boots, and they're like hard heavy work boots, and it's like a little cute little flower, one singular flower, one leaf on a little pot on a little cute little nightstand. It's like a daisy or something like that, but like it's not like a real daisy, it's like a drawn daisy. And then there's like an assembly line of boots, and then the boots come along and they're crushing the flower pots and the flowers, and they just keep doing that. That's how I describe, and it's like very aggressive. That's how I describe the feeling. I later learned
Intake recommended.
that that's the same feeling that I get when I'm overstimulated from, like, I don't know, different being outside and it's too loud, sound things, which is just like, I don't really have a purpose for telling the story except for that it relates to dreams, but it was very interesting that I, even as a child, knew what that felt like, but I just couldn't put it into words. And now later, as I'm older, I understand what that feeling was. But it was interesting that I was having that as a dream. Like, it wasn't like I have that feeling when I get overstimulated, like in awakeness, but it's really interesting that that also happened as a dream. Anyways, that was a really long tangent for like nothing, but fun fact. Children's dreams are weird. I feel like you can tell a lot about a child based on what they're dreaming about, especially their nightmares. Okay, so, oh yeah, this dude. I forgot how big she is. She sort of reminds me of like a Goron with the rocky back kind of look. Very inconsistent scales. Not like a normal scale pattern. Like a turtle maybe, or this reminds me of like an armadillo. I wonder what creature she was inspired by, or that they're inspired by overall. I mean, obviously like an octopus, kraken sort of thing, but I don't know. Okay, sea cradles. I'm still here. I don't know what that means. Hello. Dreams are awesome. Yeah, they're I don't know if I'd call them awesome. Well, they are pretty awesome actually. Never mind. Dreams are awesome. They're very curious. They say a lot about your subconscious, I think. And I take interpreting dreams more literally. I don't really like being like, this thing appeared in your dream, therefore you're whatever. I like to take them a lot more literally, interpreting them, being like, okay, why were you dreaming about this? Not necessarily like, oh, you found grain fields in your dream, so this means that. But I think it's up to the person to be able to decipher what they were thinking about at the time. It's hard for anyone else to come through and be like, oh, you were dreaming about this. That makes sense. Okay, so it seems like the bulbush is the only thing that decomposes. That's good to know. That's Mother? Yeah. I thought Mother was gonna be a giant sea ray? What is it called? Manta ray? Ray. I'm forgetting the name. Not manta ray. Manta rays look different.
Emergency.
Sea ray.
Starvation imminent. Seek calorie intake immediately.
I can't remember the name. Stingray. That's what they're called. Stingray.
30 seconds.
But no, she's like a big dragon dude. She's the same as the... Oh, 30 seconds is not good. This might be a problem. But yeah, she's the same as the dragons that I found in lava depths, which is interesting. I definitely thought she would be a stingray. I don't know why I got that impression. Probably because they were talking about the stingrays in one of the, I forget what they're called, diary entries, data entries. So I thought it was gonna be stingray, but no. Dragon amalgamation. But yes, that's mother. She sort of looks like a praying mantis. I have said that before. She's like a octopus praying mantis combination. And these are her children. These eggs are her children. Currently what I'm doing is I'm trying to make a hatching enzyme so that I can hatch these eggs for her. That's what I'm going around collecting stuff for. More literally, so Squid wants children. I want more cat children. That's what I want. More cats. Never gonna complain about, well, there's a certain point when there's too many cats, I feel like, but at the moment, it's not too many cats. It is a perfectly reasonable amount of cats. Okay, I need to find food. Honestly, at one point in my life, I was like, wow, children are cool. But at this point, being so completely honest, I don't think I would be good at taking care of children. I think I would be too irresponsible. And I would get annoyed with them too easily. Generally, I don't think I would be a good mother. I think I would be a good, like, babysitter. Or, like, nursery person. But not actually having children. Because they're scary. Children scare me. Ah! Like that dude. That is definitely a child. The Reaper just is a child that wants a hug, and it's terrifying. It'd be nice if it was daytime though, so I can actually see what's going on. Ooh, they do have food on this island actually. If I can find it. Before starving to death. There are bushes on this island, which is probably my best bet. Oh, or these peepers. Peeper, peeper. Come on. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Drop the salt. Peeper. Peeper, where did it go? Come on. I don't want to starve to death. Not today. One away. One away from death. That was too close. Okay. Hammerhead stingray octopus. Yeah, it's like a hammerhead shark octopus manta ray combination. With like a dragon somewhere in there, because apparently they shoot fireballs. Very strange creature overall. Honestly though, they're not the scariest design in this game. I definitely feel like the ghost rays are pretty terrifying. They're not really that scary anymore, but they were very scary when I first saw them. They sort of sneak up on you because you can't even really see them until they get close to you. I think maybe that's the scariest monster in this game so far. The Reapers are scary as well when you first meet them, but they very quickly become not scary. What else? Like the crab squids aren't very scary. Like they do aggressively try to like plop on your head, but this game has been overall lacking in amount of scary creatures. I thought there were going to be more. It's been a lot of just like chill dudes. Or like small sharks that are like dangerous but not scary necessarily. Like the most dangerous thing they're gonna do is destroy your prawn suit and make you cry. Which may be the actually most terrifying thing.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I'm hoping there's more story after this. I'm not sure if there is. I'm hoping that going and waking her children up will maybe make me have to go to a different area with more spooks. Because like we still do have the hatching enzyme might be good to like help her children, but we still are not cured of the disease that we have. So there's clearly more. Like I don't know if it's going to be answered once we help her, but we're not quite there yet in terms of like finishing off the story. So I'm hoping there's more cool places, but I have no clue. Fun fact, I'm actually getting my hair cut today. Ooh. It's so nice to have 2 of these filters. It's wonderful. I am not gonna get anything special. I'm not dyeing it or anything. I'm just chop. Very basic haircut. Just getting a little bit, what is it, trimmed. Yes, getting a trim. Like I am a pet. I'm getting groomed. Okay, what did I need to do? I need to go back and then find those 2 materials and then hatching enzyme. Okay. It might be better, because this is sort of a speed thing, it might be better to switch to my other fins that don't charge, but they are faster, so that I can actually get this done in a reasonable amount of time. I'm gonna do that. Bloop 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 bloop. Bloop 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 bloop. And then ultra glide fins. Which will help me go faster and complete this quicker. Okay, yeah. So all I need is the cradle and then the thing that's in the sea mother base. And then I take the portal in there to get me back to my base as fast as possible. Okay. I am so much faster, actually. These are quite nice. Just unfortunately slow. Unfortunately they don't charge my stuff, but the other ones are unfortunately slow, which makes sense. It's like a give and take, but speedrun ending, let's go. Don't forget to save. You're right, I'll save right now. Again, I don't know if this is the ending. It might be the ending. It might also be the beginning. Oh. I am sort of curious what my title is, because obviously I was on this Aurora ship. I mean, obviously I wasn't the captain or any of like the super important people, because they already died, and then we got messages from them. So I wasn't the captain or the vice captain or anything like that. What if I was just like a cleaner, like a janitor? Janitor story. That would be pretty funny. It might have told us, but I really don't remember. I probably was just a normal crew member, just doing basic crew member things. Maybe like a worker, because they were going to try and build another portal for Aurora to make speed faster. I forget what it's called. But they obviously didn't get there, but I think that's probably what I was, but it would be funny if I was like a janitor, maybe a prisoner. Ooh. So many possibilities. I highly doubt that's ever answered. I'm sure people have tried to figure it out. If it is answered, then sure. But if it's not answered, then I'm pretty sure people have probably tried to figure it out and have probably deduced what it is that I am. Cause like, Subnautica is a pretty popular game, and there are always the lore people. Also, the last stream that I attempted to do before I just went quiet was the Genshin Spiral Abyss, and my computer was not working. It kept crashing OBS, it kept crashing Genshin, it kept crashing most things. For some reason, like Discord and Google were working fine, but it was crashing those things. So I did end up having to restart my computer, and apparently there was an update that I needed. Because actually I'm using Microsoft as my gaming engine, I guess. And gaming engine, that's whatever. I'm using Microsoft. And they have, or not Microsoft, I'm using Windows. I don't even know, whatever. It's all the same. It's related. I'm using Microsoft Windows. They have Windows 11 has been released for like a while now, probably like 2 years or longer. I am still using Windows 10, which has not caused me any problems so far, but I do know that eventually I'm gonna need to switch to 11. But I think the update was for Windows 10, like fixing some compatibility issues or something, and that's why it suddenly stopped working, because the update needed to be added. This is not the right one, is it? No, it's not. Okay. But anyways, yeah. What I mean to say is I had to restart my computer, and now Genshin is working again. So I will be streaming the Spiral Abyss at a unspecified time. And trying to beat floor 12. So that's still gonna happen when I eventually get around to it. I seem like such an irresponsible person. Probably because I am. True colors exposed. I am not the most responsible of people. Cancel me on Twitter. I still use 10 too, but I'd be on 7 if I could. See, I never used 7. Well, I probably did. But I was like young, so I don't even remember what that was like. The one I've been on for most of my computer usage time, that I at least was even aware of what Windows was, is 10. The only reason I've stayed on 10 as opposed to 11 or something else is because 10 has the ability it's a very like superficial reason, but 10 has the ability to move your, what is it called? Your docks? You know the little bar that pops up at the bottom of the screen that has like your basic apps like Google or what is there even? I don't even know. Let me check. Google and files and App Store and whatever you put down there. The taskbar? Yes, the taskbar. Windows 10 has the ability to move the taskbar, and I like to have mine on the side. I have mine on the left side. But Windows 11, for some reason, for a stupid reason, I'm so angry about it, doesn't let you move the taskbar anymore. There was zero reason to have to remove that. There was absolutely no reason to remove it. The ability to switch it. And I am so mad. And that is why I still use Windows 10. That is the sole reason why I am still on Windows 10. And I don't care if I'm one of the only 3 people on Earth that used it. Anger. There was just no reason to remove that feature. Like, what was it changing to have it versus not? Nothing. It does nothing. I would have been using Windows 11 if they hadn't changed it. But anyways. So yeah, I have mine on the left side of my computer. You can also put it on the right side. And I also have, mine is like clear, but that's not an option on Windows. You can't have an option to make it clear, but I made mine clear because I'm using like an external like, what is it called? I don't know what it's called. Changer of things to make it clear instead of black, which is what it normally is. But I am upset. I have beef with them for changing it and removing that feature for no reason. Why would you, Bunkum, why would you be on Windows 7? I feel like Windows 7, well, yeah, obviously you can't be on Windows 7 because it's probably so old that it doesn't have the features to work with new things, but is there like a specific reason? It's simpler and comfier? Fair enough. You're just used to it, I guess. Again, I didn't even really know the difference until like more recently when I actually started paying attention to those things. Oh. I have no problem with Windows 10. I mean, I know my brother personally has a really hates Windows overall. He is a big Windows hater. So at least I'm not that bad. He uses Linux. And I don't have any problem with Linux. Linux is just harder to use as someone who doesn't know as much about computers. Linux is also not compatible with games like Genshin, which automatically rules it out as an option for me. I am not going to switch to Linux because I can't play Genshin. That is my very simple reason. If it started having compatibility with those kind of games, I mean, I think it's not Linux's fault, I think it's Genshin's fault for not making it compatible, but if it had compatibility with that, then I would be more willing to switch. I just splashed myself with water. I also don't like Cortana or whatever AI they use to log all my search results. Yeah, I am not a fan of Cortana either. I mean, I think Cortana is on Windows 10. I don't have it active as far as I'm aware, or like I have it as minimally active as possible. So it never really interferes with what I'm doing, but yeah. I mean, I don't even really use Google necessarily. I use another search engine to like keep my results not being saved as much as possible. 'Cause I don't know. Yeah, I also just don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable. I don't like being watched. I know it sounds a bit like, ooh, they're watching you, the government is watching you, but like, it's not a joke, they are. Maybe not you specifically, but they are definitely logging, keeping your data as part of their massive database of everyone. Like, it's combined with everyone, but I don't care about my search engines logging my searches, but I have some choice words for Google on their accuracy. As in, like, you search something and then they don't even show you the right results. Because that happens sometimes and it makes me upset. Sometimes I search things and I'm like, this should definitely be pretty easy for Google to find. For some reason, it's not able to find this very clear question that has... I'm only using keywords and it's like still not popping up. I don't know. I have had problems with that before. They prioritize ads and popular results instead. Yeah. It's funny how you always... I tend to always get... Like, I get some results and then I get Reddit. It's always Reddit. It used to be Quora? Q-U-O-R-A? Quora? I don't know how to say it. It used to be that, but now it's Reddit. Honestly though,
Welcome aboard, Captain.
okay, I gotta make this quick before it dies. Yes, okay, yes. Key. Finally. Okay. Hatching enzyme created. Now we go awake the children. We summon the children. We spread our influence further. Well, we spread mother's influence. It's not really our influence, but you know. And I feel like sometimes the results are, it's like you get an ad first, then you get normally like a normal site, and then you get Reddit. Those are like normally the first three things that always pop up whenever I search anything. And then you look through the first page and it's like fine. Normally it's okay, normally there's fine search results, but then you look through the second page and suddenly you're like not even looking. There's no results for what you're looking for anymore. It's really only the first page that gets you what you need. If you're not finding what you need on the first page, looking on the second page rarely is going to get you anything. I have at least found personally. It gets so off track and off base so quickly. It's always politics too. It makes me rage. I don't know. I haven't seen many politics in my searches, but also I tend to search for weird things like, what do squid children look like? What does a squid fetus look like? So I don't tend to get politics for that. But that could just be me. But the politics ads, the ads I get on YouTube, those make me so angry. Oh my gosh. I am actually going crazy. And it's actually not even YouTube that's making me the most angry right now. It's Discord. I want to like watch a video that someone's posted because I'm like, oh, that seems interesting. I want to watch it. Or at least check it out. Maybe watch the first few minutes. I click it, boom. Like 30-minute ad every single time. It's so annoying. You can't skip them, and it's the same ones over and over and over again. It's like every single time. It's like one of two ads. And then if you click off of the channel and then you try to play the video again, you get the ad again and again and again. And it doesn't save the fact that you've seen it. Or like it doesn't save the fact that you've already seen the ad. It shows you it every single time. It drives me crazy. At least on normal YouTube, I will get a diverse range of ads. So I'll get like, sometimes I'll get political ads and sometimes I'll get other things. But on Discord, it's literally the same one every single time. And I can't show you or tell you which one it is because it's relating to my location and where I live. But oh my gosh. They added ads on Discord YouTube videos. Yeah, it's driving me insane. I hate it. It is made me so angry. Like, just let me watch my YouTube video in peace. And like, I don't necessarily mind having an ad, but having the exact same one every single time gets on my nerves very quickly. I have to open them on browser so that my ad blocker can take care of it. Yeah, I have to open them on browser so that I can actually skip the ad because you can't skip them on Discord normally. At least I've had ones that I can't really skip. But normally when you open them in your browser, you can skip them pretty quickly. I probably should put my ad blocker back on. I don't know why I turned it off. But generally they weren't bothering me until recently. Just the political stuff drives me crazy. Okay. Children time. I am here to awake your children. I don't know how long they've been asleep. Probably like hundreds of years. Baby mothers. They're so cute. They make cute noises. Aww. Wait, they're so adorable. Hi, you're like my size. No, don't swim away. No. Come back. Oh, okay. They're doing a cutscene. Aww. Not cutscene, but they're so cute. Your children are alive. I need to scan them though. Apologies. I need my research materials still.
My young are swimming for the shallows. I thank you. Your freedom is my end.
No!
What will it be like, I wonder, to go to sleep and never wake up?
Mother.
Perhaps next we meet, I will be an ocean current, carrying seeds to a new land. Or a creature so small, it sees the gaps between the grains of sand. Farewell, friend.
Did it disappear? No, don't die! Oh. She was only living to make sure her children survived, but now that her children have lived, she finally is able to die peacefully. So that's why she was alive for so much longer than she should have been. She was just surviving for her children. Are you gonna like fall over, or are you just gonna like keep floating there? Because like I would think you'd eventually collapse. But maybe not. I do need oxygen. I would not like to join you in your corpse-ness. I want to go see if I can find her children. I should have followed them, but I also wanted to see if she would follow her. I think she's just gonna stay like that, though. That's so sad. Oh, and yeah, all her tentacles are on the ground now. They're not floating around anymore. You just witnessed a death. They look like massive toothbrushes. She's still blinking. Or... like, she's still... okay, whatever. Let's not get into the details. We'll say she's gone. Concentrated enzyme. Wait. Enzyme 42. Am I cured? Optimal health. Cure the infection, let's go! So I guess it absorbed through my suit. Although I sort of would have liked to see my skin heal itself, but... well, I want to pick it up. You can push it around like a little soccer ball. That's so fun. Whee! Bonk. 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 So, we're healed. We have awoken the children, hatched them from their eggs, killed mother, and healed our infection. Game over, end. No, I'm just kidding. So I do know there's one more thing you can do in this game before it's over. First of all, I want to find her children if they're still nearby, but I doubt they are. I bet they've spread out. Oh, or not. Oh, they're so cute. they're throwing up cat hairballs. They're healing the environment. This is gonna go around into the environment and spread to the creatures that have been infected and heal them. I don't know. So maybe the disease. So the aliens had problems with the disease. Maybe the disease always existed. Okay, don't do that. Why did you hurt me? Who hurt me? Anyways, maybe the disease spread. Maybe the disease always existed on this planet, but because the sea emperors were around, they were spreading this enzyme through their children and healing the planet constantly so that the disease didn't really spread very far, and it was only like a minor thing that existed that sometimes got passed along. But then the aliens maybe came to this planet and
vital signs stabilizing.
were curious about all the creatures here. They started collecting them. They started maybe killing the sea emperors or collecting them to try and study them. Something along those lines. They were basically building like these big bases and whatever, and they ended up inadvertently, instead of being able to study the planet, they ended up hurting the planet by capturing maybe a sea emperor. The disease started spreading, the aliens started getting it. The more sea emperors that they started either killing or capturing, the worse the disease got, and they were like, wow, now we have a massive disease on our hands. Oh no, what happened? How did this suddenly appear? But maybe it always existed and the sea emperors were just the ones fixing it, and then they actually caused it to spread in the first place. If that's clear, if what I'm saying is clear. That's my assumption of sort of what might have happened. I would assume it's sort of maybe it's like a commentary on like the humans or the aliens actually caused this upon themselves. But I don't know. Yippee! But yay, we're cured! We're the first person to actually survive. You actually finished though? So deep? Yeah, deep in the ocean. But yay! Oh, I need to scan it. I haven't scanned it. Oop. I need to scan this enzyme to see if there's any knowledge that the computer system has on it. So I did technically finish the story then, I'm assuming. Like, there's nothing else that really could be said for the story-wise. But I do know there's a rocket in this game that you can build to possibly escape the planet. So I'm still gonna do that. Because if I'm actually able to like finish the game, like leave, that would be a good ending. Like, I'm assuming that's the full ending. Can I scan it? Bruh, I can't scan it. You'd think this is like, out of everything you'd want to scan in this game, this would be like the very first thing you'd want to scan. But okay. And all the babies are also gone. They've dispersed. Very fun. But I did have a few things that I wanted to read that I missed scanning last time. But other than that, yay. It sort of feels anticlimactic. I'm like, okay, yay, I finished, I guess. I finished the story. And we've pretty much cured the planet as well. Because having those enzymes released again will help fix the whole planet eventually. Device shares similarities, less complex. Probably like an early form of the tablets that they have now. Aquarium Arch. Indigenous life forms. Sea Emperor Juvenile. Okay, I'm gonna get out of this water. It's blocking the reading abilities. So cute. A juvenile emperor specimen is producing a highly potent form of enzyme 42, which should be capable of fully curing individuals of the alien bacterium. The species hatches relatively fully formed and independent, perhaps reflecting the fact that they must fend for themselves when they are first born away from their parents. The specimen is healthy and exhibiting signs of a positive attitude towards life. Aww. They even got to hug their mother one more time before she passed away and died, and they'll never see her again. Oh. Hype, hype, hype. So much hype. I just don't feel very hype. I'm like, wow, that just sort of ended. Yay. And now we're here. Well, I might as well make a rocket. I don't know if that's gonna actually, like, I don't know if we actually leave the planet. Or if it just sort of ends like that. But I would like to make a rocket, because rockets are cool. So I'm definitely gonna continue playing. Despite the fact that Mother is over. What other theories? Remember all the death, all the struggles. I'm curious how many times I died in total. I don't know if there's a log of that anywhere. I don't... Sorry, my dog is being super loud. I don't know if this kind of game would have that kind of log, but it would be interesting to see. I'm guessing like 50 times. That's my estimate. Around 50 times. It's probably, I don't know if it's either too high or too low. It's probably low. But I survived. I somehow died and survived at the same time. What are these dudes? I don't think I've ever seen this school of fish before. They're like little whole fish. Okay, cute. I really want to come across a little sea emperor baby on my way to go somewhere. I think that'd be really fun. I'm sure they're spread out along the map. That's what I would do if I had if I had created this game, I would have them spread out along the map to go save the population.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
But yes, we did have a lot of death and a lot of struggle. Multiple moments of rage quitting. Oops. This game actually did make me slightly mad. I was gonna say mangry. It did make me slightly mangry at times. So many squips. The squip emote was actually made for this game, fun fact. That's a lie, but it would be funny if it was. Now the only thing left to do is escape. And now we actually can escape the planet because we won't be spreading our disease anymore. So they will be able to rescue us with no concerns. Okay. Neptune launch platform provides a stable surface from which to launch the Neptune, which is the rocket. Rocket, let's go! Rocket hype! I'm excited for the rocket. I want to see if you can actually launch the rocket. I'm not sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I recently learned. Oh my gosh, I can't breathe today. I don't know what's going on. My next post is lol, I'm in the hospital. No, but I was gonna say something and I completely forgot what I was gonna say. But yay, rocket! Space game. Table coral, gold, copper wire. Go from playing Subnautica, the second you finish Subnautica, you go to, what is it called? It's No Man's Sky. Yeah, you go directly from Subnautica, you launch the Neptune, you take off. The next thing you know, you're playing No Man's Sky, and suddenly you are once again stranded on a planet with a rocket that failed to fully take off. Okay. Coral. I need coral first. From what I know, the Neptune honestly isn't too hard to make. Like, I feel like most people would have made the Neptune by now. I just sort of was holding off on it because I was busy doing other things, but I know on my other profile it did make at least the platform for it. I didn't actually make the rocket, but gold, copper wire. And I'm not sure if the Neptune was added later. Like it was a thing that they added later in the game after the ending to add like maybe a feeling of finality. Poor squid, yeah. I don't know. Just squids don't have lungs though, so maybe I'm just finally transforming into my final squid form. I'm having to get used to only breathing in the water. Good spot for a water break. Exactly. Good spot for being in the water break. Okay, I think the Neptune platform you have to build, if I'm remembering correctly, you have to build it with this thingy. Yeah. Neptune escape rocket, but you have to build this. Oh, or not. I thought you had to build it in a place that wasn't that was deeper, but I guess not. Or they might have changed it. Because I remember last time I had to go pretty far away from my base to build it. Because it was too... It had to be in a deeper area. But maybe I just... It's too far away. Or too shallow of an area. I wonder if the Neptune escape rocket looks similar to the Aurora. Or just like in a smaller version. Oh, so this is where the rocket goes. Hi. Okay, first you build the gantry, I guess. I would assume you build the rocket first, but okay. Last steel ingot, copper wire, lubricant. Okay. Again, not crazy materials, none of them are. I might need to look for more titanium though, so I'm gonna turn on the scanner room and let it start scanning while I'm doing this. So it takes a bit to scan itself. Let's see. Metal salvage. Lots of titanium needed for this, which makes sense because it's a rocket. You're gonna have to build a very big metal sheets to be able to make this properly. And then I need more gold and more copper. And then I also need lead. Beep. Oh wait, that's not even the right thing. I'm wait, okay. There we go. I did not need lead. I need lithium. 1 lithium and then lubricant and then copper wire. This honestly should go pretty fast. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to build the Neptune like right now. I don't think it will take very long to, like, I might have to collect a few materials, but overall I think it should be pretty fast. I do find it interesting that throughout this whole entire playthrough, I've only had one singular base at the very beginning of the game. I've never built another one. Well, I did build like a tiny little one in the lava area, but I didn't even really use it. Definitely not playing the game as probably intended. It's like in the middle of the rock. I can't get to it. What? Okay. By the way, thank you Bunkum and Pem, and if anyone else, if any lurkers are here. Thank you for showing up. I know it's a weird time, but I still appreciate it. Oh. I don't know why that scared me. No. Decent time for me, it's nighttime. Yeah, me streaming in the morning is good for you because our times are basically flipped. So whenever it's morning for me, it's nighttime for you, and whenever it's nighttime, it's morning. So I feel like normally I stream in the morning where you are, if I'm thinking correctly. So actually this is a better time. But I just don't know, like personally I would probably be at work sometimes at this time. Okay, plasteel ingot and then lubricant. I'm usually waking up right about now. That's so fair. What time is it? It's like close to noon. Wait, I need to make... Oh, I need 2 lithium. Oh no, I only have 1. Okay, it's fine. I do have 2 lithium with me, so it's not a problem as long as I don't need more plasteel ingots, but I probably do. I'm assuming I'm going to make the main rocket base, maybe 2 sections of it, and then also some like fuel things. But yeah, I mean, even when my sleep schedule was really messed up, I would still wake up. I didn't really have a wake up time. I sort of just woke up whenever I woke up and fell asleep whenever I fell asleep. It wasn't like it wasn't even like a schedule. It was more just a existing kind of thing. Like you're tired, so you sleep, and you wake up when you're not tired anymore. And it never really followed a like, at this time I go to sleep and this time I'm waking up. So sometimes I would wake up at like 6 a.m. Sometimes I'd wake up at like 2 p.m. and it was very inconsistent, which is not good for you. It's actually really bad for you. That was a pretty cool noise. The good start to some music, maybe. I wonder if I can climb up on top of it. If I jump down, I'll probably die. Probably not a great decision. There is fall damage in this game. I don't think it's super strong though. Normally you should be able to call elevator. Oh, it's an elevator, okay. Boop. This is such a bad decision. Launching a rocket by yourself. Imagine making it this far. Surviving on this planet for 142 days. Contracting a disease, surviving a disease, and then all of that just to make a rocket and blow up in the rocket while you try to take off. That feels like my fate right now. Although hopefully the space technology at this point is a lot more advanced than we have right now. But still. Boop. Ah! not that bad. I'm sorry, I just had to do it. The thoughts won. I love the little dudes, they're so cute. Okay. Neptune boosters. We're getting a little more complicated now. Maybe you were supposed to be building this rocket throughout the game. Like slowly building it up as you get more materials, but oops. Oh, nickel. Hopefully I have enough nickel. I'm not sure though, it's sort of a hard material to find. There might be some in my prawn suit, if I can't find some here. Silver. I need that for the kit, the wiring kit. Okay, I have 2 nickel. Not 3 though. That's not a good sign. Okay, I am going to need more nickel. What else do I need? Place everything in this locker. Okay, 2 nickel. I need 2 aerogel, which is a lot of aerogel. Iron battery. Silver ore to make the wiring kit, okay. I thought I picked up silver ore, but... I heard someone recently talking about covering things in chocolate, and they said that covering strawberries in chocolate is gross, and I was so angry. I mean, I wasn't actually angry, but I was mildly upset. Covering strawberries in chocolate is so delicious, and anyone who thinks that strawberries in chocolate is gross is a government spy. They're a robot. They don't understand. They don't have taste buds. I understand if you don't like strawberries. Fair enough. And I understand if you don't like chocolate. But if you like strawberries and you like chocolate and you don't like strawberries covered in chocolate, you need help. And then they started talking about oranges covered in chocolate, and I was like, okay, that one's a little more understandable. I can get how that one would be controversial. I've never had an orange covered in chocolate, but it sounds good. Like, I would eat it. Chocolate is good, oranges are good. Like, combining them seems fine. It feels like it would get messy. Like, the oranges would be too squishy. But, like, overall, I feel like it'd be good. It reminded me of those orange chocolate candies. Where you get like an orange shaped chocolate where they have like the slices and you can like break it open. And it's just like, I mean, it's just chocolate all the way through, but it's orange flavored. Orange flavored chocolate, that's what it reminded me of. And I'm like, if that's good, I feel like normal oranges covered in chocolate would also be good. Strawberry probably better with white chocolate, in my opinion. I mean, okay, as long as white chocolate technically isn't chocolate, but it's still chocolate in my eyes, and I don't care if it's technically not, because it still counts. And yes, white chocolate, strawberries is also delicious. So at least you got that. It's very sweet. If you're not a fan of sweet things, it might be too sweet for you, but it is yummy. It is delicious. I think white chocolate is acceptable though. I don't think I've ever had strawberries covered in white chocolate though. I've had like a white chocolate and normal chocolate mix, but I haven't had like just white chocolate. Oh, I needed lithium. Okay, I don't have lithium. I don't... I might have some trouble finding lithium. I wonder if there's any lithium from the scanner room or not. I sort of doubt it.
Aboard, Captain.
It might be a good idea to make another scanning room somewhere else, but I don't really want to. I'll just go searching for lithium. I know there's some over here where the mother scanning thing is. I'm going to be right back though, so have fun with that. I'm back. I got some. I got some green tea with honey. Delicious, yummy. Perfect. Hoping that maybe this will help me somewhat. I feel like it has already. I feel like my voice sounds better. Honey works wonders. Unless you're in the Apothecary Diaries, I guess. That's not a spoiler, but you understand if you've seen it. Anyways, back to rocket building. Webber? I don't know what that means. I've seen that before. What does that mean? I've seen people say it. I have absolutely no clue. The only thing I can think of is like web, like Spider-Man web, whoosh, or like the web, like the internet, the web of the internet. Yummy tea. It honestly feels so strange to be here right now. I'm still not over it. It feels very out of place for me to be streaming right now. I'm not used to it. Also, my volume's really loud. I need to turn that off. There we go. And turn this down. There you go. Hopefully that's more understandable. Maybe still a little loud. I can't believe Mother is dead. All that hype. So much hype for Mother. All for her to just be like, have my children and then die. That's basically what happened. She's like, come to me. Hatch children. Bleh. I wonder if we could take samples of her body. I'm sure she wouldn't mind. Not like she could really care either way. Do our own little laboratory research. Hello, also you seem to be out of your depth. I am out of my depth in many ways. Hello, the Flailing Scott, welcome. We have already finished the main story of this game. My voice is still... Yippee. Yippee. I can't do it. Yippee. Actually going to asphyxiate myself. Trying to say yippee. So let's not continue that. But currently I am building the rocket, the Neptune rocket. But yes, silly joke. I mean, the type of squid I am, I'm supposed to be pretty shallow water. A shallow water squid. I was just about to type out yippee as you were dying over there. Yippee! I actually can't make the yippee noise right now. I am genuinely suffering. I have no clue what's causing it. Maybe I got sick. It's totally possible because recently my brother was also sick. I don't know if maybe I got sick. I don't feel sick, but that would be my only thought, is what happens, why I'm suddenly unable to pronounce and exist properly. We'll see. I'm sure I'll know by tomorrow if I'm sick or not. I appreciate your yippying though. Every yippee in the world makes another soul smile. You don't feel it now, but you probably are. Yeah, I probably am sick, unfortunately. I mean, he just had a cold, so it's probably just a cold. I mean, it is flu season. Or it's starting to be flu season. So it's 100% possible. Also, like, recently I did recently go to a school. Like, there weren't people there, it was after hours. But it's still possible I might have picked up something there as well. There's a lot of places I've been recently that could lend themselves to becoming sick. So... Yay! I didn't want to yippee after you were dying on stream. It would make it seem like I was happy you were dying. Streamer dies live on stream. Chat says yippee. That's so funny. You know what? If I did die live on stream, I would be happy to go out with a yippee. That's very silly. Yippee! Isn't there an anime that's like you die in game, you die in real life? Is that I feel like that's a show. I feel like I've seen a title like that. That's me right now. If I die in this game, I'm gonna die in real life. Sword Art Online? Ah, I see. I haven't watched that one yet. I definitely need to. It's definitely, despite people's apparent hang-ups on it, it seems like an important one to watch. First season is great. Just like Tokyo Ghoul sort of concept, maybe. Second season fell flat. Isn't the main character like Kiro or something? Is that or is that someone? Is that a different show? I don't know. Kirito. I was close. That was pretty good considering I haven't watched it. It feels like a very important one to watch just because it's like iconic. But if the first season was good, second season fell flat, that sort of gives me like Tokyo Ghoul or like Promised Neverland vibes. Maybe is the manga better then? Because that's normally what ends up happening, is like the manga's great and then they make a show and it's like awful. Or like it quickly does not measure up. It's worth watching. Yeah, I'm definitely going to watch it. Like, I am not... Some people will stay away from shows because they're popular or they've heard bad reviews. They're like, I'm not gonna watch it. But I'm not like that. I'm definitely gonna watch it. Despite what anyone says. And I will use my own judgment to make my own opinions on it once I watch it. But I just have a lot of things on my list of things to watch, and it is not getting any shorter anytime soon, so. I have recently been binging a lot of shows, but it's only putting like the most minuscule 0.1 millimeter dent in my list of shows to watch. Where'd it go? There was a... Okay, whatever. There's the metal that came out of there. Salt is not an important one. I don't need salt. Gimme. Me. Where is it? Where is it? Come on. Now. Probably watch the re-release. Oh, the re-release. So it's like a... Is it one of those ones where they made an older version and now there's a new version? I've only seen the one. I've only seen the one with like the character Kirito who has like black hair. Wow, what a great explanation. I don't want to drop most of the stuff, but I do need more space for lithium. I love Sword Art Online Season 2 though. It's kind of a completely separate story. I see. It's very hit and miss when they do stuff like that. It's either great, you're like, wow, I actually really love this, and I don't mind that it's completely different, or you're like, wow, go back to the main characters, I really don't care. I feel like if you're only on a second season, it's a lot more plausible to do something like that. But if you're on, like, my biggest problem with something like that is Hunter x Hunter, specifically. That one, the Chimera Ant arc, I will continue to hate on it for the rest of my days. I did not like it. It felt like a completely different story, and it was just so off. But I feel like if you're only in a second season and you're not very far in, you have a lot more free range to do things like that and introduce a lot of new characters, and it still won't affect things too badly. How much lithium do I have? Oh, that's plenty. They do have a second season to Gun Gale Online, which is part of the series. Gun Gale Online? I've never heard of that. Online just makes it sound like it's it's an actual game. Like, what was it called? Skyrim? I forget the name already. Oh my gosh, this is so bad. What's the PEM? What's the name of the online game? I forget. Skyrim Online. I can't remember. It just makes it sound like it's an actual game instead of like a show. Elder Scrolls Online, that's what it's called, yeah. It makes it sound like Elder Scrolls Online rather than like an anime or a show or a series. Skyrim Online. Listen, it was pretty close. It could be the ESO could stand for like extra Skyrim Online or like explosive Skyrim Online. I don't know. But Elder Scrolls makes more sense, encapsulating the whole entire series rather than just one. Episode 1 just released. Ooh. Yippee! Sword Art Online has a first anime version, then re-released being slightly closer to the book. I feel like I've probably seen the re-release version. I'm assuming that's the one I've seen things of, rather than the first version. Because normally I feel like the re-release versions tend to do better. And get more popular. So I'm assuming that's probably the one I've seen, but I'll look into it. Currently, what's the next show I'm gonna watch? What's the next anime? I can't, okay, wait. Let me look at my
Welcome
Google
aboard,
real quick.
Captain.
I was considering watching the Cautious Hero, the hero is overpowered but overly cautious one, which sounds so stupid. And I just am interested. It sounds incredibly silly and just not great. But I have a love for actually not great shows, so. The later half of season 2 felt okay. Well, it's good to know. At least, I mean, if I'm at season 2, I'll stick through it. I've gotten better at sticking through and watching things, even if it's not like my favorite, just so I know what happens, rather than just quitting, because I used to do that a lot. I would just be like, nope, bye. And then just not finish. But I've gotten better at that, so I probably will end up sticking through. When I do watch it, I will end up watching the whole thing, even if it feels off. The only thing that I will not continue watching is if it's like really weird and creepy. Then I'm like, no, bye. Not a fan. But it has to be really weird for me to stop. Josak, Ruby. Ruby, I need more rubies. Okay. Like the jobless reincarnation one, that one was pretty bad, but not bad enough for me to like stop watching it. It definitely off-put me. When I first saw the first episode, I didn't watch the rest of it because I was like, no. But then I ended up going back. So like, clearly it's gotten popular for some reason, and it did get better. It did get a lot better in the second season, but ugh. Or for Todd Howard and the Skyrim Online. Wait, that's actually way better than my explosive Skyrim Online idea. Explosive Skyrim Online would just be... Oh, I needed nickel, I forgot. Okay. Put this back. What else? Wiring kit? Plasteel ingot, okay. I need to go searching for nickel, and then I can come back here. Okay. That's gonna be rough, because it's down in the depths. Apothecary Diaries is a great one. Let me tell you about Apothecary Diaries. Oh my gosh, I love that show so much. It's so good. Oh my gosh, I was obsessed. I literally just watched it like last week, and I already want to go back and rewatch it because it's just so good. I loved it so much. It is... I want to absorb everything in that show into my body. It's definitely one of my top favorites. It was just wonderful. Through and through, absolutely amazing. I love Mao Mao, the main character, so much. And like Jinxi's cool too, I guess. He's like cool, but Mao Mao. I am in love with her. She is girl boss slay queen. And I hate that I use those words because I really don't. But I don't have another way to describe how awesome she is. Absolutely hooked. The second that second season comes out, I am watching it immediately. I normally don't watch things as they release because it makes me angry. Because it's like takes a while and it only goes through like one episode and then I'm like, I need to know what happens, and then I wait. I just normally wait until things come out and then I can binge watch it. But I'm gonna be there the day of release. I am there, sat at my computer. I can't express my emotions on how much I loved that show. I love Mao. Yes, Mao is just. Okay, where do I need to go? I need to go to Mother. No, I need to go to the spooky green gas because that's where I'm gonna be able to find. Or no, I should probably go. I should go to Mother because she can, that teleportation thing can take me to the lava zone. I mean, so can this. They both will take me there, but whatever. It doesn't matter either way. They'll both take me to the same place. Sword Art Online Season 2 is also called Gun Gale Online. Kind of spoiler, it's set in a separate game. They made a spin-off series which is separate from season 2. I see. I mean, I'm sure once I watch it I'll understand more. If it's like a bit of, if it's inside of the show, I'm sure I'll get it then. Honestly, like, spin-off series are not normally great. I haven't really watched any great spin-off series. Series. I don't know how to pluralify it. Wisteria Wand and Sword is great. Is that like Wisteria Wand and Sword? Is that like a full name? I haven't heard of those. Or is it like Wisteria Wand and Sword? I don't know. I've never heard of it. Which is sort of surprising, but also not. Let me guess. It's about a Wisteria Wand and a sword. Whoa! My prediction skills, top notch. Above all else. Keeper, I will kill you. Oh, come back here. I hate peepers, they swim so fast. You are me, my food. You are not allowed to swim away. Ooh, okay, these are better. They won't swim away as fast. Bloop. Yes, I just finished its 12 episode run. I'm gonna write that one down. Here, wait. Where's some paper? I'm gonna write that one down because I have never heard of it. And I will forget if I don't. There. Done. I will look into it. Honestly, like I'm still fairly new to anime. Like I've watched a good few now, but I still feel like I'm like way behind compared to a lot of people in terms of things that I've seen. I'm not quite in the loop. I don't really keep up with the news either, so I don't really see like new releases or anything like that. Probably should, but broken wrist. He's just having a bit of a flick of the wrist moment. Okay, I need to go. I think it's this one. This one over here teleports me to, I think, my base. And where I'll find silver. Or nickel. Have to breathe. The time I got reincarnated as a slime is wonderful and hated for no reason. Yeah, I mean, I haven't really seen much hate for it. Get out of here. You're not supposed to be in here. I wonder if it still hurt me. Okay, yeah, I would. It definitely did. Danger noodle. The danger noodle is floating. They've become too powerful. Okay, I think, I like what's actually swimming through the proper caves too. They just didn't program the fact that the caves don't have water in them. It's so funny. Okay, this is definitely not where I need to be though. It's one of the portals. I know it is. I have that one song that goes da 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 da. I have that song stuck in my head right now. I saw an edit of like, well, okay, I'll expose myself a little bit. I saw an edit of Kniich, the Genshin character, earlier with that song, and it's stuck in my head. Shh, don't tell anyone about it. Anyways, that time I got reincarnated as a slime, which I just call slime show, or ease of discussion. I love that show so much. It's another one of my favorites. I'm a little bit less excited about it because I haven't seen it recently. I know season 3 came out and just finished. I haven't seen any of season 3 yet. I've only watched the first 2 seasons, but I love that show. Rimuru, another amazing main character. And I like I actually made a crochet Rimuru that I have sitting on my bed right now, along with my other plushies. And overall, just love the show. I mean, like, I understand why maybe someone wouldn't watch it, because, like, sure, it just looks like another isekai, and it, like, sort of is. But it's, like, better than a normal isekai. It's better. I don't care. And, like, I get it if you just don't like those. And I also understand a lot of people say it feels like a town building simulator, and it does. You're completely correct. It feels like a town building simulator, and I absolutely love it. I love the town building simulator vibes. It is perfect. It's exactly what I want. Like, if that's not for you, sure, whatever, but like, it reminds me sort of almost like another game, Death Stranding, that came out a while ago. That was popular during quarantine, I think. That's when it came out, like 2020. A lot of people were like, oh, that game sucks. It's just like a walking simulator. And you're right. It is a walking simulator. But I love it because it's a walking simulator. You know? Like, I get if it's not for you, but personally, it's exactly what I need. It quickly became one of my favorites. Yeah, the second I watched it, I was just like, this is amazing. I love it so much. Honestly, I have a lot of favorites. I'm not gonna lie. I have a lot of favorites. So when I say something's my favorite, it's more like within 20 other shows. But still, I do absolutely love it. And Rimuru is just great. Incredibly beautiful. Let me just say that right now. Overall, wonderful. I love main characters that aren't stupid. Main characters that don't know what to, like, they're constantly like, I don't know what to do, or like they make stupid mistakes. It drives me crazy. Rimuru is a main character that makes all of the right decisions, and it's so satisfying to watch. He just like, he does what he's supposed to. He's like an actual adult, and it's beautiful. Like, thank you for finally making reasonable, basic decisions that most main characters should be able to make, yet they still don't understand. And also squishy slime. Very cute. Very cute squishy slime. How could you hate on a beautiful squishy slime? I have strong opinions. But I also, I understand if someone doesn't like it. Like, I sort of can understand why. But I think if you're gonna hate on it just because it's an isekai and just because you're like, wow, that name sounds stupid, then I suggest you to watch it. I would suggest anyone who really hates on it but hasn't watched it, to at least give it a chance. Watch like the first 5 episodes and see how you feel about it then. If you still don't like it, fair enough, but don't just dislike it because it's an isekai. So, that is my opinion. Solo leveling. Ah, yeah, I've seen that one. I mean, I haven't seen it. I've observed it existing. But I haven't seen it as in like watched it. That one is about, if I'm remembering correctly, there's 2 ones that are similar. It's like solo leveling and then there's another one. But you're like, the character is basically, oh my gosh, sorry. I'm so sorry. The character is basically by themselves, and they start at level, the main character starts at level 1, right? And then like has to try and advance through the tower. If I'm thinking of the summary correctly, but I haven't seen it. That's another one that I definitely plan to watch eventually. And eventually could either mean next week or next year. I did find 1 nickel, which is what I need, but I'm assuming I'm probably gonna need more, so I would like to get at least 3 more nickel if I can. But unfortunately, they are very rare. Rar. The Ghost Reaper is just having a little fun. We're playing tag, and it is losing. Honestly, I feel like the Ghost Reapers are not as dangerous as the normal Reapers, because the normal Reapers, when they get you, they grab you, and you can't really escape. They take like about half your health. This Reaper sort of just like bops you, and it's not that threatening, honestly. Okay, I need one more nickel, and then I can peace out. Get out of here. Boop. I love one eventually right after stream. No. Right after stream, I'm gonna go get my hair cut. And then, yeah, probably. Honestly, right now I have been on a massive, like, anime binge session, so it's possible it could be quite soon. But like I said, I'm probably gonna watch that next one after I finish what I'm watching right now.
Calorie intake recommended.
The overly cautious one. I forget where my thing is. Ah! I'm gonna die, yeah, with all my nickel that I have with me that I really don't want to lose because it's really hard to find. I'm gonna make it though, I'm fine.
Oxygen.
Might have had an epiphany. I'm wondering if what I want to get out of VTubing is kind of being able to play an anime pro tag or something. That's totally fair. I think definitely that's some people, that's what they want it for. Like it's fun to like have your own anime style character and do silly little things and not be yourself. I mean, you're obviously gonna be yourself because that's just sort of what ends up happening, but at least you don't look like yourself. I mean, that's personally not my reasoning, but I totally think that's some people's reasonings. I mean, I think there's a lot of overlap with the VTubing and anime communities because, I mean, first of all, because most people look like anime characters. I mean, especially the more of the popular ones. Some of the less popular ones / it's becoming more diversified with more different art styles and everything like that, which I think is really cool and I really love to see it. But a lot of popular VTubers are very like not standard looking, but you know what I mean. There's a lot of overlap between the two communities because of that. And just overall. I had a point to say and I forgot it. Yeah. Meow. I mean, my reasons for being a VTuber versus just normal is because I didn't want to show my face. And I didn't want to have to look nice. And I mean, it is sort of like silly moving drawing that is basically just me. Silly moving drawing that moves around and it looks cute and pretty and it's very satisfying to see. That was like partially my reasoning, so I guess to an extent I relate to that. It's fun to have your own little silly moving character. Yummy. Cold tea. Okay. I'm going to scroll up slightly. Only a little bit. Shangri-La Frontier. I've also seen that name. I haven't seen it. Shangri-La. Shangri-La Frontier. It's hard to say. I have not seen that one either. So I have no opinion. I honestly haven't heard anything about it either. It's sort of, I mean, I don't know if it's anything similar, but it sort of reminds me of 86, which I also haven't seen. But I get the same vibes from the name at least. Mushoku Tensei. Thank you. I can't stand it. It doesn't matter how much I watch it. I can't get past them bringing back the fact that the MC is an old otaku. Actually,
Emergency. Starvation imminent. Seek calorie intake immediately.
I actually like that aspect of the story. The only thing I really hate about Mushoku Tensei or Jobless Reincarnation is the weird creepy stuff. And I know that comes from the MC being like an old otaku. And I'm like, okay, that was the thing that really bothered me throughout and why I couldn't originally get past like the first episode. Because it's weird and I'm not gonna deny it. I'm not gonna say it's not, because it is, and it's creepy and gross and it made me feel very uncomfortable, especially as a woman. Hello Delta, welcome. But I don't actually mind that as a general concept. Like, I think part of the interest of the show is the fact that he's trying to learn from his past self and like trying to improve and develop a new personality. So I don't necessarily mind that part. I think it's a cool idea and it's a cool character development, but I just don't think it's done in a respectful or like good way. What are we talking about? Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation. It's an anime. The one with Rudius is the main Rudius as the main character. So I would honestly, if you never end up watching it, that's so fair. And I would not recommend it to people overall. I do think it got a lot better in the second season, but the whole first, like pretty much most of the first season is just not good. Like, there are some good aspects to it, and that's what got me through it, but it's too much. It's too creepy, it's too weird, and I can't in good conscience recommend it to anyone. Hello Pete, welcome. First time watching. Well, welcome to the stream. You must have like memory loss or something. Every single time it's your first time watching. Or maybe it's me. Maybe I'm hallucinating and going crazy. I was told that it was the father of Isekai and was disappointed. Yeah. No. Absolutely not. And if it is the father, well, honestly, I could believe it, but like, it is not a show that you're like, if you want to know about isekais and like watch ones and know about them, like, it's not necessary whatsoever. If it's not, again, yeah, it's not something that I would recommend. It wasn't bad, honestly. Like, the show overall wasn't bad if you just remove the really weird, like, perverted parts, and actually just that, honestly, if you just remove that, the whole thing is perfectly fine. I would actually have enjoyed it quite a lot if they removed that. And if, like, I don't mind the whole, like, what is it called, hikomori kind of thing. I forget what it's called in English, which is funny. But that kind of thing is fine. I don't mind that. I actually think it's interesting, and I think it's a good plot, and it adds for a lot of cool character development. But yeah, I can understand why people watch it and like it, despite personally finding it very weird, and also like I did enjoy it. I both enjoyed it and hated it at the same time. But I feel like you can do both things. Both things can coexist. I really wanted to break out into song. It's such a good starting and then just doesn't continue. It makes me so sad. It's like ba 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 ba. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just build my sad little rocket in peace. I want to break out into an epic musical number. Ooh, the sun rises. It's a pretty big rocket. Neptune fuel reserve. Okay, now we're getting into rough stuff. This is definitely something you make throughout the game. Kyanite power, 2 ion power cells, crystalline sulfur, and plasteel ingot. There's probably going to be this part and then one more part, and then we're done, I would assume. So actually, yeah, we're going to finish this today, although I do need to check what time it is. Okay, maybe not. I have about 30 minutes until I have to leave. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish this today. I might, this was, it's gonna be a bit weird, but I might leave and then come back later just to finish the little last section of it if I don't finish now. Okay. I love it when she turns into a cat when she's excited. She's so cute. I love Mau Mau. I know that's old, and we were talking about that a while ago, but yes. I love cats. Cats are great. Cats are a blessing to the world. Life would be so much more dull without cats. She is just absolutely wonderful in every way. I have no notes on her character. Like, a lot of the times when I watch a show, I'm like, I like this character a lot, except for these things. But there's only, like, one thing about her character that I'm like, eh. But honestly, it's not really eh. It's actually very fine and not a problem whatsoever. I don't really want to say it because it's a bit of a spoiler, but just generally, I don't have any problems with her character at all. She's just very enjoyable and great. Okay, and then sulfur. I don't have sulfur. I don't think. And even like Jinchi, which is like the male main character, I guess. I mean, he does do a few weird things, but overall, he's also not... He's not weird. Like, finally, it's just... Nothing is, like, too strange about it. There's nothing... It's just so... It's just very refreshing.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go to the Samantha this time. Because that will just teleport me directly to where I want to go. But yeah, she's just a wonderful character. Wouldn't it be great if they would just do that more? Wouldn't life be so much more enjoyable? It's really not that hard. Shangri-La Frontier is a VR MMO anime. So MMO, massive I've learned this now. I didn't know this before. Massive multiplayer online anime. And I'm assuming VR is virtual reality. So I'm assuming it's virtual reality, massive multiplayer online anime. With 25 episodes, it's quite good and it feels like something that can be made into an actual VR game. That's cool. Not too many plot holes then, I would assume. I can't really think of many VR MMOs, like VR chat, I guess, but that's not really an MMO. It's more just like VR chat. Honestly, I don't have a VR headset anymore, so I haven't really gotten to explore it much. The only thing I really played when I did have a VR headset was Beat Saber, but it broke, so sadness. Beat Saber is so good though. Squid had a VR headset? Yeah, I did. I had a VR headset. It was like an Oculus something. We still have it. It's just broken. It hasn't turned on. It just suddenly stopped turning on one day. I don't know why. I don't know how it broke. It just probably... It wasn't great. I think it probably just ended up exhausting its lifespan or something. But I pretty much just played Beat Saber on it. I played a lot of Beat Saber. There was this one mouse game that came with it, I think. Or maybe I bought it. I don't know. There was a one mouse game where you could like play as a mouse and you basically were just like a big dude watching over like a 3D platformer kind. Well, it wasn't 3D platform. Well, it was sort of. No, it was like this mouse game. I think if you have had a VR headset, you probably know what I'm talking about because I think it comes with it. I could be wrong though, but it's like a little dude solving puzzles and it was cute. That was the one I was actually currently playing when it broke. I never got to finish it. What else did I play? I played a lot of the main... Well, my cousin also had a VR headset. I actually played his VR headset more than I played on mine. He had like a PlayStation one, and they have a lot of like mini games you could play. So I used to play those with him, and then we would play like multiplayer. And it was just like a bunch of mini games. But overall, honestly, I didn't use it enough. I did VR chat like once. But overall, it felt... Oh, this goes to the lava zone. I didn't want to go to the lava zone. Okay, well, I can still salvage this. Can I? Yeah, I can. But overall, I feel like I could have gotten a lot more out of it than I did. If I had one now, I probably would end up using more. I don't know, it just sort of... a big problem with VR that a lot of people have is that it makes you nauseous and sick, and that's the same problem I had with it. I wonder if they'll ever make VR headsets that are not as bad. Like, don't make you as nauseous and feel sick. I'm sure they'll probably figure out something. It's just the way that your eyes... It doesn't quite match up with what your eyes are seeing, and so it feels wrong. I don't know exactly where my base is, because my prawn suit used to mark it. I know it's in one of these areas, cracks in the wall. I do have some pretty valuable stuff on me. I'd rather not die. heard the name Shangri-La Frontier before. I had a friend that watched it, but I haven't heard too much about it yet. But it's definitely on my radar as something I probably will check out eventually, as is many things. The song Suffocate City by The Funeral Portrait is one that is constantly stuck in my head. I've never heard it. I honestly get a lot of mixed songs stuck in my head. Despite the copious amounts of Vocaloid that I listen to, I actually don't get Vocaloid songs stuck in my head very often. Probably because they're a little harder to sing along to. Since they're not in English. I don't want to die right now. That would not be ideal. But I don't know where my base is. And this is a very big cavern that takes a long time to swim through. Yippee! I love Read Moose. Season 4 is coming out soon, and another movie. Ooh, wait, season 4? Season 3 just ended. Like, a few weeks ago. Sometimes random shows, random animes get continuations, and I'm like, why did that happen? Why did they continue that show? That makes no sense. And sometimes I'm like, wow, I don't know why they're so obsessed with continuing it and making more content for this, but I'm not complaining. So yeah, I'm gonna die. Rest in peace, my kyanite and nickel. Hopefully I save some of it when I get up there. Another movie though. I've seen the movie. The movie was good. If you're watching this, if you haven't watched, anyone here who hasn't watched Slime yet, I definitely would suggest watching the movie. Because, like, after, I think the movie's after season 2. It's like season 1, then I think there's like some extra episodes, which I'd suggest watching before season 2, I think. Or maybe after. There's some, I think there's some that watch before season 2 and then some after. You have to look up the order, honestly. And then the movie comes after season 2. I think. Or after season 1. I don't Bonk. I don't know. Just look up the order. But I would suggest watching the movie because it's not necessarily necessary, but it does add some context to things that are happening and it makes things make more sense. Because there are some characters that show up and you're like, what? And if you watch the movie, you'll be like, oh, I've seen that character before. I understand what's happening. It's not necessary, but recommended. Because, like, I know some movies are like, okay, that's not necessarily needed to watch. But, oh, I didn't lose, like, any of my materials. Okay, I'll take that. I'm gonna put them in here, though. Okay. Sulfur. I'm gonna go to Mother's base this time because that did not go well for me. I love, oh, let me scroll down. I love One Piece. I don't like it. I don't like it when someone says it's too long. No, it's as long as it needs to be as Oda builds his epic. I don't like it when someone says it's too long. No, it's as long as it needs to be as Oda builds his epic that rivals the epic tales of old, like, Odysseus. I don't know how to say. Is it Odysseus? Odysseus. Odysseus. I know I've seen the name before, I just don't know how to pronounce it. I don't think One Piece is too long. I think it's really hard to get into because it's so long, and unless you really love One Piece, it's gonna be hard to continue watching. You have to have a lot of patience to watch that many episodes. I don't think it's too long though. I think there are times when stories get dragged out way too long and you're like, wow, that should not have continued. They should have just cut it off. But I think One Piece is sort of like, at this point, it's known for its length. But I definitely don't think it's too long. I think it's perfect that it's so long. I love that it's so long because it makes it special. I mean, I haven't watched it. I've watched the first 15 episodes. So I'm not very far in, but I think a lot of its specialness is that it's so long. And honestly, if you can continue writing a story that people are interested in that's like 1,000 episodes long, then like go off. Congrats. That's impressive. But I haven't gotten into One Piece yet. I do plan on it. Like everything else, I do eventually plan on it. I'm thinking like watch an episode or two a day and like slowly watch it. I feel like that's really the only way you're actually gonna get through it is just watching 1 or 2 episodes a day and just incredibly slowly getting through it. Because it'll keep a lot of the charm. If you binge watch a show like One Piece, you're gonna get, I don't know, maybe like 100 episodes in and then just get tired of it. Because you've seen so much One Piece. It's like you can't just keep watching it. One Piece and then One Piece and One Piece. You're gonna eventually get tired of what's happening. So I think it's better to take it, or at least like one arc at a time maybe, and then take a break. I think that's like the only really good way to watch it without exhausting yourself. Okay, I need crystalline sulfur, which is in this one. If they had dropped the old man part and the super pervert part would make the series better. I mean, I don't think the old man part is necessarily a problem personally. I think that's sort of what makes the series its thing. Like that's sort of what makes it work as a story. Like sure, you could have just reincarnated and been like moved on from your past life, but I think that's like part of his character. So I don't necessarily mind that, but I do think the pervert part needed to go out back. Get removed promptly. Because I feel like if they would have removed the other section of it, I feel like it would have just ended up being... It takes so long to teleport. It would have just ended up being like any other isekai, which is like fine. But it would sort of remove any uniqueness it had and just become like a very basic show. In my opinion. In my onion. Onions have layers. Oh. I need to check the time. We're getting close. I might have to leave. I do want to get this cave sulfur. Or not cave sulfur. I want to get the sulfur deposits. At least before I leave. You got it right. Hikikomori. Is there two Kikis? Hiki or Hikiko. Is that how it is? I thought it was just Hikomori, but it could be Hikikomori. I don't know. But yeah. I guess you could say like a shut-in. There's a word for it. I can't remember what the name is. But yeah. I don't mind that part of the story. I think it's interesting. And mildly relatable. For myself, at least personally. I am not the kind of person who gets out frequently. Definitely not as bad as him, but you know. Okay. A neat? Yeah, I guess. That I don't know, I forget what it stands for, but yeah, you could say that. No, there's like a phobia. There's like it's a phobia. And I forget the name. But that's what I would describe it as. I mean, there's multiple words. That's probably the closest word or the closest term to it. Other than the actual like phobia name that I can't remember. Neat, not in education, employment, or training. Yeah, I was about to say I don't remember what it stands for, or I might have already said that, but now we got it. I'm not a neat. I'm in employment. There are some funny names that there's another one that's like someone who's single and doesn't want children or something like that. And that was like a really funny name. I can't remember what it is, but you could probably look it up and see it. It made me laugh when I first saw it. This green gas reminds me of, if you've seen, since I guess this whole stream is just based on anime, if you've seen, oh my gosh, I can't remember the names. I'm so bad with names. The Senku is the main character. He has a hair that looks like a leek. Senku's hair looks like a leek. Science. It's about science. Dr. Stone, that's what it's called. Yeah, okay, Dr. Stone. If you've seen Dr. Stone, this green gas trying to forage for the sulfur reminds me of one of the episodes in Dr. Stone. I feel like a scientist. Underwater volcanoes. All caught up, yeah. We got a little bit excited. There was a lot of excitement going on discussing the animes. And you know what happens when that happens. I get very behind. I don't want to die. I would like to keep living. I strayed too far away from my home. Rest in peace. Second squip of the day. You die in game, you die in real life. Rip. How do I do this? How do I... I'm making myself small. That's not what I want to do. How do I... Okay, whatever. Never mind. Give up. I was gonna squip myself, but I guess my squid self does not want to be squipped. I lost all of the sulfur. No. And I'm gonna have to leave. I wanted to get the sulfur before I had to go. Damn you, time limits. Delicious. Finished my tea. I wonder what this ocean water would taste like. I wonder how salty it is. Like, is it just the same as normal ocean water? Or is it a different flavor? I wonder if the fish pee in this water tastes different than the normal ocean fish pee. I didn't say that. I don't know what you're talking about. If you open up my heart like an onion, you'll find that you'll cry. Oh, that's so sad. That's either cute or sad. I can't tell. But I'm assuming it's sad. It's like, oh, you open up my heart and you see it's so broken. The only thing, there's only two things that onions remind, there's three things that onions remind me of. Ogres are like onions. Onion. 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 Chop the onion. Cut the onion. Onion. And then also that it hurts my eyes. I get really, really affected by onions. I cannot really cut onions, honestly. Because it's physically painful for me. I mean, like, I know it's painful for everyone, and it, like, makes most people cry, but it's like... You know the amount that you get affected by onions? Like, double that. Double the normal amount of affectedness by onions, and that's me. I cannot do it. Last time I cut onions, had tears streaming down my face, like I was sobbing. The amount of tears that were falling down my face, they were actually like falling like onto my shirt, like streaming down my face. It was so bad. I looked like I had just had a mental breakdown, but all I had done was cut onions. You know, like the squid emote? That was me cutting onions. Why do I have a star by my name? Eh. Whatever. Haircut. Unfortunately. Honestly, I could just give myself a haircut. I just take some scissors right now and go chip chip chip. Although last time I tried that, it didn't turn out great, so maybe not. Oh wait, I'm so stupid. Started going on autopilot, now I'm going to the wrong places again. Well. I do think I have to go though, unfortunately. It has been fun. It has been wonderful. I'm glad that I decided to pop in and show up for once. But I do need to go. I think I will be back later today, though. Once I'm back from my haircut, I think I will pop back in, start stream again, and probably in a few hours, to finish this because I want to just make the rocket right now. Like, I don't want to wait until another day. I just want to like have it done. So I will be back later today. But thank you so much for joining. Thank you for stream. Thank you for join. Wow. I always forget. It's hard. It's easy to forget how fun it is to be here and then not get super anxious. But then you come back and you're like, wow, actually this is so fun. Anyways, I really do need to go. So, bye bye.